Hello, children. Welcome to today's English class. Today, I will teach you the first lesson of your prose text, Honeycomb. Three questions. Before I begin the lesson, I would like to tell you that it is very important for you to develop the habit of reading the NCERT textbooks. Only if you read the textbook again and again, you will be able to understand the lesson better and will be able to answer the questions from your text very well. Now, let's go to the lesson. The name of the lesson is Three Questions, which is the story of a king. You might have heard many stories of kings from your childhood about their wisdom, their bravery, their kindness, generosity, etc. On the television also, you might have watched many serials about kings like Maharana Pratap, Shivaji, and these days you're also watching the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, etc. I will now narrate the story of the king in lesson 1. Please listen carefully. Once there was a king who thought that if he knew three things, he would never fail. Now, what were these three things? They were: what is the right time to begin something? Which people he should listen to? And what is the most important thing for him to do? To get the answers to these questions, he sent his messengers throughout the country. Not only this, he promised a large sum of money to anyone who would answer his questions. Many wise men came to the king, but all of them answered his questions differently. In the reply to the first question, children, you remember what is the first question? It was, what is the right time to begin something? Let's see what were the answers the king received. Some said the king must prepare a timetable and follow it strictly. Others said it was impossible to decide in advance the right time for doing something, and said the king must notice all that was going on, avoid foolish things or pleasures, always do whatever seemed necessary at that time. Some also said that the king should have a council of wise men who would help him to do things at proper time. Some felt that some things could be urgent and it is not possible every time to wait for the decision of the council. So, in order to decide the right time for doing something, it is necessary to look into the future, and only magicians could do this. In answer to the second question, children, do you remember the second question? Which people he should listen to? And some said that the people most important for the king were his counselors. Counselors are the ones who give advice to the king or make rules. Others said the priests, and some said doctors, and some soldiers, etc. To the third question, what was the third question, children? It was, what is the most important thing for him to do? Some said it is fighting, yet some other said religious worship, and some said science. The king was not satisfied with any of the answers, and so he gave no reward. Now, the king decided to seek. Children, here seek means to get. Seek the advice of a hermit who was known for his wisdom. Hermit is a person who lives alone and leads a simple life, whom we also call sadhu. The hermit lived in a wood. Children, here wood means a small forest. He used to meet only simple people. So, what did the king do? He dressed himself as an ordinary man, left his horse at a distance with his bodyguard, and walked to the hermit's hut. When he reached the hut, he saw the hermit digging the ground in front of his hut. The hermit greeted the king and continued digging. As the hermit was old and weak, he breathed heavily. The king went to the hermit and asked him to answer his three questions. Children, I hope the three questions you remember, don't you? The hermit listened to the king but did not speak and continued digging. The king could see that the hermit was tired and offered to help him. The hermit thanked the king and gave him the spade. After digging two beds, the king again repeated his questions. But the hermit gave no answers. He asked the king to rest and allow him to work. But the king did not give him the spade and continued digging. Hours passed and finally the sun also set. It was evening. Now the king stuck the spade into the ground and again asked his questions and requested the hermit to answer his questions. Now, he also told the hermit that if he does not answer his questions, he would return back to his palace. The hermit did not reply again. Instead, he drew the attention of the king to a man who was running towards the hut. The king and the hermit saw that the man was bleeding very badly, and when he reached the hut, he fainted and fell to the ground. The king and the hermit removed the man's clothing and found a large wound in his stomach. The king washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. The king redressed the wound until at last the bleeding stopped. The man felt better and asked for some water. The king brought some fresh water and gave it to him. The king and the hermit carried the man inside the hut and laid him on the bed. Soon the man fell asleep. The king was also very tired by his walk and the work he had done. Dear children, you know that the king was not used to work like this, and that day he had dug the ground for a long time and he was too tired. So he also lay down on the floor and slept through the night. When the king got up in the morning, it took some time for him to remember where he was and who was the bearded man on the bed. The bearded man asked the king to forgive him. The king said, I do not know you and have nothing to forgive you. To this, the bearded man said, You do not know me, but I know you. Thus, he introduced him to the king, saying that he was the king's enemy and had come there to take revenge from the king, as the king had put his brother to death and seized his property. He knew that the king had gone alone to see the hermit, so he had planned to attack the king. He was hiding in the forest and waiting for the king to return from the hermit's hut. But when the king did not return, he came out of his hiding place, and when the king's bodyguard recognized him, they wounded him. He had come to kill the king, but the king saved his life. He was very grateful to the king and said he would serve the king as his most faithful servant. Faithful means loyal and true. We call it as wafadar, and asked his son to do the same, and he also asked the king to forgive him. The king was very happy to have made peace with his enemy so easily. He not only forgave him, but he said he would send his servants and his own doctor to take care of him and promised to give back his property. Before leaving the hut, the king went to the hermit to get the answers to his three questions. The hermit was sowing seeds in the beds that they had dug a day before. You have already been answered, said the hermit. The king was not able to understand. How he has been answered? The hermit told him that if the king had not stayed in the hermit's hut, the bearded man would have attacked him. So, the best time for the king was when he was digging the beds for the hermit. And the hermit was the most important person as the king was helping him. Afterwards, when the king took care of the man, that was the most important time for the king. And if the king had not dressed the man's wounds, he would not have made peace with the king. Therefore, the most important person was the man. And what the king did for him was his most important business. Dear children, the lesson the hermit taught the king was there is only one time that is important, and that is now, because it is the only time we have any power to act. And the most important person is the person with whom we are at a particular time, because no one knows what will happen in the future and whether we will get a chance to meet anyone else again. The most important business is to do good to that person, because we are sent into the world for that purpose alone. Dear children, the message that the story conveys is that the time we have in front of us is very important, and we must make best use of it, and whatever opportunity that time provides us, we must not delay and make use of the time in the best way possible. As we all know, the time which has gone will never come back. And we must remember that serving humanity means all people, and that is the purpose of our life. And every person we come across is important. Hope you have understood the story. I will request you to read the story given in your prose textbook. Try to find out the meanings of difficult words and try to comprehend the paragraphs and try to write down the answers of the questions given in your textbook after the paragraphs. Until then, stay at home, stay safe.